Hey y'all, I'm Brett with Bigfoot Trailers. Today I'm going to be introducing our 18K tilt and our 21K tilt. We're going to start here at the Demco coupler. It's an easy latch coupler. These are top of the line, best in the market. We're going to move back to our chains. We run a 3/8 adjustable chain on our trailers, so you're able to adjust it to the length for your truck or your car that you're pulling it with. We'll jump back here to our 12,000 pound Bulldog jacks. These are sidewind with a spring-loaded leg, so you're not having to crank it all the way down to the ground. We're going to move back to our toolbox. This lid is a 3/16 steel plate, super heavy duty. You can put your bucket up here, you can drive your compactor up here, whatever you need to add up here for your extra storage space. When you open it up, you're gonna have a nice gas shock to help pick the lid up for you. It also has a safety on it so it doesn't slam down on your head or on your arm when you're trying to get tools or straps out of the box. Down in here, we have our breakaway box with a float charger in it so that battery never goes dead on you. All of our wire harnesses are all plug and play, watertight, so you're not gonna have to worry about wires getting corroded or anything like that. So you're not gonna have to replace wiring in a year or two like these other trailer brands. Our paint system on these is a 4-step Evercoat paint system. This is the same paint they put on skid steers, ships, even airplanes. This will last up for those little rocks coming off the road hitting it. It's not gonna chip or flake. A lot of our competitors use powder coating, which after it starts to chip, it's just gonna flake off in big chunks. Where this here, if it chips a little bit, you touch it up and you're gonna be good to go for the rest of its life. The tilt beds are always gonna be 16 feet, and then the remaining length is gonna be in your stationary deck. All of our fenders on all of our trailers are gonna be 1/8" diamond plate, cold rolled steel with fender supports. These are not like the other competitors' thin sheet metal 14 gauge or 16 gauge fenders that are gonna break off or flex on you under a little bit of weight. This is our 18K Yeti. It's gonna come with an 8" I-beam lower frame with the 1/2" angle upper frame. These are gonna have the Torflex 8K axles on them from Dexter. So this 21K Super Yeti is gonna come with the single wheel 10,000 pound Torflex Dexter axles that have a 10-year warranty through Dexter. It's gonna have a 10" I-beam, and then the supporting structure of it is gonna be mostly 4" channel with 3" channel cross members. You're gonna be running 235, 75, 17.5" wheels that can carry up to 6,800 pounds a piece.
This is a Dexter Torflex axle like what we use on the Yetis and the tilt trailers. And I'm gonna describe just a really quick kind of how they work so that you can understand the advantages of a torsion axle and why we use them on some of our higher end trailers. This is the main axle body. It's just a big giant square tube. Inside this square tube, there's another square solid rod. In there, inside the tube with that is rubber that's encased around the square tube. There are actually rubber cords in each one of these corners. As the axle flexes down the road on this torsion arm, this thing flexes internally inside the tube. The really cool advantage of this is you get independent suspension on all 4 wheels. So obviously on a trailer, there'd be 2 of these axles riding together. As it's bouncing down the road, each one of these things has its own independent suspension. So now we're out here actually looking at a Yeti trailer. Here you can see how much lower this frame is compared to everybody else in the business. Their trailers are about 4 inches higher, so the ride is not as good. This trailer has those torsion axles with the torsion arm. You can just see how proud Dexter is of the Torflex system because it's got a 10-year warranty. There's literally no wear parts, nothing to wear out. This is where that big heavy duty torsion axle is gonna get welded in right here, and it's gonna put all the weight as it's bouncing down the road on this area of the frame. On a Bigfoot trailer, you've got this big heavy duty plate that gets welded in, and this makes the I-beam literally double the strength, where that stress of the weight of the skid steer or whatever you're carrying is bouncing down the road on the axle, and all the weight, all the stress is right here on the frame. This is a really good opportunity to show you kind of the difference from the torsion axle to the spring axle. If you're trying to build an equipment trailer that's as low as possible to the ground, the spring axle doesn't give you any flexibility or leeway at all. You have a hanger kit that's designed and made by Dexter. All the hanger apparatus is all pretty much the same across the board. It doesn't matter if it's Big Tex or Load Trail. We all use a similar hanger system, and they get you the same distance. We can't make this axle get any closer to the frame than it is. The tube is straight, so I have no way to lower this frame closer to the ground. With a spring axle, you've got equalizer and it's kind of, everything is bouncing all around together. So this is one of our XP models with spring axles under it, but you can see how much taller it is up against my leg. It's about 4 to 6 inches taller than it is on a Yeti or a Tilt with torsion axles that are lowering the frame. So you're gonna feel this trailer going down the road way more than you do on the other ones. The really big important thing to note is when you put spring axles under an 8-inch I-beam frame like the other guys are doing, it's even taller than this. It's 2 inches taller because this is a 6-inch frame sitting on the same axle that their 8-inch frame is sitting on. So the load's even higher and even more uncomfortable. There's a lot of competitors that are trying to copy the general idea of this trailer. I'm seeing the load trails and the PJs now being made with 8-on-10. This is 8-on-15. It's a heavier duty I-beam. They don't have the gusseting in the front that it needs to have. We've seen them break and they're gonna have that problem. They all have dovetails because they're sitting on spring axles. The frame's not as strong because it doesn't have the torsion axles strengthening it up. You've got a dovetail, so you lose some of the space on the rear. They have a stamped rear end still, not the heavy duty tubing rear end. They're all coming out with something trying to be similar to this, and they're much cheaper than this, obviously, but it's not the same product.
That's better, that's way better, geez Louise.
Oh shit.